The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
We're about to have the greatest economic boom, arguably, of all of our lifetimes.
I think that the outlook is still very bullish for the stock market.
I think the outlook for the economy is quite good.
We're concerned valuations are a bit high, but this song remains the same. It's Jerome Powell and the Fed. Can we call him Jerome Powerful? Because he is the one driving this stock market train.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. It's the Fed. They're going to keep just running the market up. But it doesn't work like that. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. It amazes me. Thank God I follow charts. I follow the money, my charts that I designed that tells you where the money's going. Instead of following these characters on these fake business news network. You follow them, you will lose. You will lose because you will not get out in time and you're going to be in the wrong stocks. Last week, I warned you. Matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, I warned you. I said, listen, they're going to start telling you get back into the big tech stocks again. Get back into the big tech stocks again. And sure enough, 2 weeks after I warned, they came out and that's all they were talking about.
So don't give up on tech. It's always the most innovative companies on the planet Earth. It's always where you want to be.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Because they're addicted to these companies. They made a fortune in these companies. They can't go to anything else. They can't do it. It's like giving a heroin addict, telling them to get off an addict. It's on heroin to get off and eat marshmallows. I mean, they just can't do it. And what's interesting, I told my gang members, look, we made money in all those stocks like anyone else did. But I said, now's the time to let's go and move to the stocks that affected, like the airlines, for example. I mean, they've been affected by this COVID, okay, the airlines. And the airlines are doing pretty good right now. In fact, they're doing well. They're starting to come back out. These are the ones that you want to be in. Also, I told you gold. You got to stay. I had my members in gold. Okay, so the airlines are doing good. The cruise lines, I had them get in when nobody wanted these cruise lines. Just like when nobody wanted gold, I had them get in. And now they're getting into the cruise lines again. Airlines again. Casinos again. That's where you got to be. You just got to be patient. The other day, before AMC ran up, I got them into AMC. You could see the money was going into it. You can see all these characters coming in with money. They borrowed money. They're going to jump in. They're going to be millionaires. And I told my members, as soon as it went up about 102%, actually it was up first about 40%. And I told my members, this is when you sell into them, when you have the surge. Then it was up 102%. I said, sell into it. Sell into it. You don't stay in those kind of stocks. That's the problem. 85% of the people don't know when to get out of their stocks. There's people still in that stock. Crazy. Crazy. But, everybody's sitting back. And they have no idea what's going on. They really believe what these people are saying. Do we have this tremendous economy? When we don't. We don't have a tremendous economy. An economic crisis is here. It's coming. It's just being delayed. The bubble is expanding. Why? You heard what he said. Because the Federal Reserve keeps on pumping all the money into the stock market. The Federal Reserve keeps printing and printing money to monetize debt of the large corporations, of the banks. Every day they're in there buying the debt. But especially they're buying the debt of the United States government. They become zombies. These corporations are zombie corporations. They should be let to fail. Instead, no, we prop them up. Just like the banks. We never fixed the banks since 2008. We've been propping them up. $250 billion a day. We propped them up. We monetize them too. We go in and buy all their bad mortgages. So corporations go and monetize their debt. So they can go further into debt. The government's the big one. We buy their debt so they go further into debt. And this makes the market go up. So they create an illusion. There's currently this crazy illusion created by these guys. I just ran their clips on fake business news networks. An illusion of prosperity. Well, there isn't any. It's going to turn out to be a fake, false boom and going to hurt a lot of people. Because 85% of the people don't know when to get out of the market. They don't. My gang members will. We'll know when to get out. Our color coded chart tells us when to get out. It's unbelievable what's going on. I mean, let's put this in perspective, what's going on. A $28 trillion national debt is growing 36% faster than a $21 trillion economy. Now, I'm not saying we should get out of the stock market because of what I'm going to tell you. Just the opposite. Let's just know when to get out of the market. Let's take advantage of this. Take advantage of it. Like, a lot of people are wondering, a lot of stocks have gone up. Now they're jumping in and they're getting hurt. Well, the problem is you should have got in on the rumor. On the rumor. Just like the casinos and so forth. You got to get on the rumor. I'm sorry. All the stocks that were involved with infrastructure. Those stocks were going up on the rumor they're going to pass an infrastructure plan. You got to buy them on the rumor. Now that they're saying they're going to sign this thing or they're going to finally have a vote on the infrastructure plan, it's going down. We're shorting it. So you got people jumping into stocks that are involved with infrastructure. They're too late. It already went up 30, 40, 50, 60%, these stocks. You have to buy them on the rumor that they're going to have infrastructure. You got to buy it on the rumor. And then finally, when they say we're going to pass the infrastructure, you sell it. Buying the rumor, selling to the fact. They're going to sign, get out. Everybody just the opposite. But getting back to what we're really facing, you got a $28 trillion debt. It's growing 36% faster than our economy that's only $21 trillion. Now, debt to our economic growth is at 101%, which simply means that we're insolvent. We can't pay back our debt. Anything over 90%, you can't pay your debt. You can't pay your debt. And you can't grow your economy to 3%. Anything over 90%. We're at 101%. What do they talk about growing the economy? You can't grow the economy. It's impossible. When you have 101% debt to GDP. Both Obama and Trump could not do it. They couldn't get to 3% on an annual basis. And everybody's coming out today going, look at this, we're up 6%. GDP's up 6%. That's not on an annual basis. Talk to me about it at the end of the year. Let's see where you are. This is crazy. Our country has a negative net worth of $21 trillion. The average American has less disposable income than any time since the 70s. What are you, nuts? It's the middle class disposable income that drove and these startup businesses, these small startup businesses. No more. They're getting wiped out. So aren't small businesses. Startup businesses from 2019, 2020 was up 24%. That's down by 38%. Median incomes have barely risen since 2008. You can't even measure it, so tiny. And they're telling us inflation is transitory? A $1 trillion government debt in 1970 is now $30 trillion. Transitory? What are you, nuts? We'll be back with more and what stocks you should be in to make money.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang free for 10 days. Get the color-coded chart, and you get a membership. And you're going to see the color-coded chart. It works. I don't know if you recall, a few weeks ago, Kramer came out with a stock. This guy called in, UMC is the symbol. And he told them, the guy was getting killed in the stock, tells him to stay in the stock. And we've been following it. And the stock has remained red. It's going up, but that's very dangerous. On my chart, the red color tells you the institutions aren't buying enough of it, which means if a stock goes, let's say, from $10 to $15, it could open up the next morning, not at 10, it could open at 5. Very dangerous. You got to be following the money, because if you're following the noise, you're never going to make money. And most people, they'll always buy stocks, the hot stocks, like the flavor of the month, instead of staying with 5 or 6 stocks during the year. Highly recognized stocks that are in hedge funds, the insurance companies own them, the investment banks own them. If you have 5, 6 stocks that are brand names, sit back and let the patterns come to you, the buy signals. And that's what we do with the color-coded chart. Now, you got as many stocks as you want. But the professionals that make money in this business are always in the same 5 or 6 stocks. And they know how to sell short. They know how to sell short. So I'll give you an example. Yeah, let's play this. UMC, he said I think it was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Is United Microelectronics a buy at this level?
I think so. I think so. It's just doing really well. I mean, the chart is wrong. The stock is doing well. I'm okay with it. I really am.
If the stock is doing well, how could the chart be wrong? You chart the stock. What's the chart do? It follows the money. So how could the chart be wrong? That's impossible. Chart can't be wrong. He says it's a good stock, but the chart's wrong. That makes no sense. He's lying to the guy. Most likely he owns the stock and he wants the stock to rally. Is my best guess. But take a look at this stock. Are you kidding me? This stock dropped from $11.40 down to about $8. 30% drop. He's got this guy in it, and remember, let's just take the high of the stock. I would say $11. The stock's now at $9.41. Between $9.41 and $11, you gotta chew up through like Pac-Man. You gotta get through all those sellers. They're all selling. They're all saying, if I get half my money back, I'm out. It's difficult. When a stock drops like this stock did from $11.40 down to around $7.80, you first will get this boost called a short covering rally. Everybody who sold short has to buy their stock back. They have no choice. They have to. It gives you that little rally, and then you have to get out. If he got this guy, instead if he said, you know what, you got no bad stock, the institutions aren't buying it, there's just some short covering in here, the stock's down big time, why don't you buy gold, GDXJ, up 17%? Why don't you buy NIO? That's a growth stock. It got hammered, and now they're short covering, up 9%. Ruger, the gun, up 11%. These are stocks that we bought. SWBI, Smith & Wesson, up 16%. AMC, up 102%. Why do you want to stay in that stock? Now, if you're going to stay with the same 6 stocks and you're in the stock, you don't do anything with it. You would have made money selling it short. When it turned red at $9.50 and it went down to $7.80, that would have been your short position. That's probably about, 10% maybe, from $9.41 down to around $7.80. You would have known. This guy would have had a 17% return. When it turned red on May 10th, first, it started to drop on May 23. May 23, it started to drop from $11, and it didn't turn red until it got down to around 952. So as it was going down, and it didn't turn red, it's telling you do not short it yet. Do not short it. Don't short it at the $11. Don't short it. Don't short it at the 1080. Don't short it at 947. So as it's going down, the chart shows you do not short it, because if you get in and short it against the trend, because remember, it's the trend we follow. That thing could shoot right back up in your face. It was perfect when it turned red on May 10th. You had a beautiful short. What did you say the return was? About 17% return. The guy should have been sitting there with 17%. Now the stock's going from 780 up to 940. He shouldn't be in that stock. He could wake up tomorrow morning and the stock could be at $5. Got to wait till it's green. I mean, it's unbelievable, the information these people get. But going back to, look, this fake boom that we're hearing about, it just drives me crazy. Now, as I said, we made money in these stocks. We bought GDXJ and AMC and NIO and all these stocks. We buy them, but we know when to get out. And better yet, when they go back down, we know when to short them. But here's what people don't understand. Again, how can you have this boom? How can it sustain itself? It's impossible. This country has a $21 trillion negative net worth. Average Americans have less disposable income than any time before the 70s. Inflation, they say, is transitory? No way. No way. National debt is rising at $17,000 per second. And from the time you go to bed till you wake up the next morning, it's another $1.5 billion in debt. All this printing and printing and printing. Each split second, the national debt increases more than an average person makes a year. Let me repeat. Each split second that goes by, the national debt increases more than an average person makes a year. Are you kidding? Are you nuts? Look at the money we're spending. Each child that's allowed to cross the border is costing us taxpayers $776 a day. Another $6 million a day for the wall construction not being constructed. We have to pay it anyway. I mean, they've gone nuts with this money spending because they don't have to have gold to match each dollar. We'll talk about that when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Listen to this. Listen to what this guy says here.
Corporate balance sheets, personal money market funds, and all those people that were too smart to buy into this rally, and there may be millions of them, who were saying, I don't believe in this rally. They're reluctantly coming off the sidelines, and we're seeing greed eventually replaces fear. The old girth trade.
Unbelievable. What you watch is the trend of money. It doesn't matter what the market's doing. I don't even pay attention to it. It doesn't matter. I pay attention to my stocks and their trends. If I'm in the gold group and their trend is up, that's what I pay attention to. If I'm in, for example, now we're spending a lot of time, on our airlines, uptrend. I don't care if the market's in a downtrend. Matter of fact, that's even better. If my airlines are going up, the market's going down, that's relative strength. You follow is the money. And as long as you know when to get out. I mean, this whole stock market is a fraud. It's going to blow up. But for now, they're going to keep printing and printing and printing money to do one thing. Keep buying the government's debt, called monetizing its debt, to keep interest rates at near zero. So to keep the rate that the government pays on our national debt of $28 trillion, which is $375 billion a year, the interest rate 2.2%. They're doing everything they can to keep it at 2.2%. How do they do that? Print, 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 print. Go buy. After they print the money, they go and they buy the debt, called monetizing the debt, and they put it on their balance sheet. Then they do it again. But every time they buy the debt off that balance sheet, that gives our Congress the freedom to tap out that credit card again. Our debt is humongous, but nobody cares. And when you're trading a stock or investing long-term, you don't care either. What do you care? As long as you know when to get out, as long as you're following the trend of the stock. Look, give you an example. You're better off coming in and buying, if you were my gang, let's say you joined it tonight. The first thing we do is we go through our ETFs. Let's take the materials and industrials. So banks, materials, and transport. That's where all the money goes. All the money goes those. So let's take materials, XLB. Now, we started to invest in XLB back in February, and that was around, at that point, it was around $73. Today it's $88, and it's still green. It told us to stay in. That's a 20%. Now, while it stays green and it's uptrending, it's telling you the flow of money is going in the right direction. I don't care what the market's doing. As long as the big hedge funds, the big insurance companies are putting money into the material stocks, then just stay with the ETF. As long as you know when to get out. And the chart will tell you when to get out. We tell you when to get out. Every day we post our portfolio. Every day we tell you, every day we post our stocks. Okay, and our working investor group. And we tell you exactly what to do with each one of those stocks. Steve was out of our education department. Every day he posted, tells you what to do. Hey, we're going to add some of our shares. Oh, let's take some of our shares off. Let's turn it to a short. Who does that for you? Nobody does that for you in this industry. Nobody. So you come in free for 10 days and you'll see it works. We hold your hand all the way through it. But the beautiful thing is, so that's XLB. So the beautiful thing is, let's take the transports now. You don't have to figure out which is the right transport stock. Which trucking company do you buy? Which airline company do you buy? It doesn't matter. Buy the group. So the group, again, if you went and you bought this group under our guidance, you would have got in when it turned green. When it turned green. And again, when that was on February 12th, it was around $227. And today it's $275. Now, that's a 21% gain. Whether you got 5% of it, doesn't matter. Whether you got all 21% or 15%, it doesn't matter. It's like a little piece of cheese. Just go get a bite of it. You know, as long as that trend is up and every candlestick is green. See, your chart doesn't have that. I designed this chart. It shows when every candlestick is green, you got the money flowing in it. And it also shows the trend. It's the trend that's the most important. During the class, I wipe all the candlesticks out. So my members can't even see the candlesticks, and they can't even see the price. They just follow the trend of money. If all you do is follow the trend, I don't care what stock you're in. You follow the trend of the money. Who cares about the overall stock market? The stock you're in, follow the trend. If the trend is going up, you're buying. If the trend's going sideways, you don't. If the trend's going down, you sell short. And all you have to do every day is stay with those same stocks. So that's the transports, IYT. Now the industrials is another group where all the money goes to. Same thing. The industrial started to go up on February 12th as well. Went from about $89 to $105. That's 18% gain. But it will tell you when they're going to turn and take their money out. I'll give you an example. I just noticed as I turned to it, the transports in the last two trading days, that was today and Friday, it started to turn red. So it's telling my members, let's get ready now to sell it short. take your profits. And matter of fact, the trend got blown out. We would have been out of this thing on right around May 7th anyways, because the trend blew out, which meant that the trend, the money going up, was going to take a rest. The money wasn't going up. Money was the amount of money they're putting into the stock wasn't pushing it up anymore like it was. It's called a blowout of the trend. Do we tell our members, okay, the trend's blowing out, so let's see if it's going to continue trend or it's going to change the trend. And right now it looks like it's going to change the trend. So if we made an IYT, whatever it was, 18%, and let's say you made out of the 18%, you made 10%, or you made 8%. Maybe you made the whole 18%. Now it's turning red. That means we can now, when the stock goes down, we can now make money on the stock going back down. In fact, if you did nothing all year, stayed just with this ETF, the transports, one of the most popular stocks, the most popular group, the transports. It's in every hedge fund. It's in every big hedge fund has it. It's in 401ks. It's in every insurance company. All the investment banks have it. If that's the only one you did, and you bought it when it was green on trend or sold it short on trend, that's all you did all year, you'll make more money you'll ever make in your 401k, ever. Try it for 10 days, free. I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you. Look, I want to talk a little bit about gold. You know, the biggest problem we had in this country, when gold was backing every dollar that was printed, we had a wonderful nation. That's right. Because to print money out of thin air is ridiculous. That's not sound money. When they took the gold standard away, they took the sound money away. And the reason why is because the elitists in this country, like take Buffett, he makes a fortune in stocks that are involved in all the military complex. See, the elitists, the very wealthiest people, the 1/100th of 1 percentile, the real rich, they make money from wars because they're heavily invested in all the stocks that contribute to the war efforts. Boeing, all of them, they make all kinds of money. So they don't want gold, because if you have a gold standard, you know what happens to wars? I'll tell you when I get back. Join my gang free for 10 days. And my color-coded chart for 10 days. Please remember St. Jude.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
With the PhilsGang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At PhilsGang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And PhilsGang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the PhilsGang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at PhilsGang.com. That's PhilsGang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
So don't give up on tech. It's always the most innovative companies on the planet Earth.
Blah, blah, blah. Don't give up on tech. So, okay, let me ask you, don't give up on tech. So what do? You just sit there, and when Netflix is going down, or Amazon's going down, or Microsoft's going down, you don't give up on it? You just hold it? Yeah, that's what they want you to do. Hold it. What are you, nuts? Why hold it? When all you have to do is switch your position and make money as it goes down. But see, they taught you for the last 100 years, don't short stocks. Don't short stock because they don't get commissions when you short a stock. That's why they don't want you to sell a stock short. And they give you all this garbage to scare you about shorting because they don't make money when you short a stock. They only make money when you buy a stock. When you short a stock, you're selling it. Don't listen to them. You could take, and it's the other thing, who cares about the trend of the market? It doesn't matter. Unless you're buying the spiders. But if you're buying an individual stock or an ETF, like I said, if you're going to buy the transports, does it really matter what the... No, it doesn't. Because, give you an example, it turned green on February 12th. And the trend stopped. We had a blowout on the trend on February, what was it? On May 7th. So let's see. So the stock turned green. And it was right around $225 a share, and then we would have got out. It would have been right around that, right around 278. So that's a 23% return. It stayed green all the way. My trend was with me. I mean, when you learn how to do it, it's so easy with a color-coded chart. In 10 days, we'll prove it to you. If you don't want it after 10 days, that's it. It's over. It's free for 10 days. But the idea is you got to follow the money. And let me tell you, this whole economy we're in is fake. Since 2008, it's been propped up. The reason why we don't have a sound economy because we don't have sound money. Sound money comes from gold. Having a gold standard. For each dollar you print, you need $1 of gold. This way, inflation doesn't go crazy. We're not printing too much money. the reason they wanted to get rid of the gold standard so we could go to war. Eisenhower warned us, the industrial complex. You got to watch them. And they want to make wars everywhere. And I don't care if it's Buffett, whoever. I don't care if it's the big investment banks. I don't care who they are, the hedge funds. This is where they make their money. They make their money. So the more wars we can have, the only way we could fund a war if we don't have a gold standard. The only way we got into Vietnam is by get rid of the gold standard. Then we could go to war. Gold standard, you don't have enough money to go to war. Isn't that crazy? So the idea is if you want to really fix this economy and do what's best for Main Street, go back to the gold standard. But see, if you do that, you're going to do what's best for Main Street, but you're not going to do what's best for the elitists, the 1/100th of 1% and the top 1% and the government itself. They don't want that. See, they want a lot of inflation. They lie to you every day. They want inflation. They cause inflation. They want it. The more inflation, the more they can pay their debt down because their debt gets devalued. Their debt starts going down. See, and that's why if you want to fix this economy, you got to go back to the gold standard. And then you have a great economy for Main Street, for you, for the working folks, for the middle class. But see, they destroyed the middle class now, destroyed the working people. Because the people who are benefiting out of all this inflation, when you go to the gas pump or you go get some meat on the weekend, right? If you go buy some roast beef this weekend, like I did again, like I couldn't believe the price. But that's what they want. Why would anyone think runaway inflation through all this money printing will have a different result for us than Venezuela? We're going to have huge debt, which we have, huge debt. Boy, the one thing you want to look out for is, the one big thing is when we have inflation that's so high, you turn to stagflation. That's what you got to worry about. When you got high unemployment and high debt, that will kill you. That will kill you. And we're gonna end up there. But it doesn't matter if you know how to sell a stock short, right? That's all you gotta know. You just gotta know if like, for example, I don't care which way the market's going, up or down. Still in our ETF, GLD 10%, our GDXJ 17%, AMC 102%, NIO 9%, Ruger 11%. I don't care which way the market's going. I'm just going to follow the stocks that are strongest where the money is going. That's all. But without the gold standard back, everything is going to be done for the elitists, for the rich, to make them rich, and what benefits the government. And that's why government has interfered in what we do. Inflation is not transitory. Our inflation is getting worse and worse because we don't have a gold standard. See, we need them to stop printing money, but they're never going to stop printing money. Why would they? They have no incentive to stop printing money. The more they print, the more inflation, the more debt they have, the better, because that debt starts going down in value. They can pay it back. Every time it goes down in value, they're paying it back. I mean, this is crazy. So you got to be in the right groups of stocks. And right now, the last thing you want to be is anywhere big tech. You don't want to be in big tech. You don't. Because there's too much inflation. And inflation is, when you have inflation, it doesn't work for big tech. But go look at gold. Go look at the transports. There's plenty of groups you can buy. You don't always have to be stuck with the big tech. But everybody is so tied to these big tech. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And think about what happens. Both Main Street and the working middle class, they're the ones who are going to suffer from all this when there is no gold standard. You should be able to, it used to be, for every dollar you printed, you had to have $1 of gold. No more. No more. The consequences are awful. When you can print unlimited amounts of money, it destroys the purchasing power of every dollar in our wallet. And all the debt that the government and corporations have, they love it. They care less about inflation. But boy, stagflation, they don't care about that. But stagflation is coming. That's the last thing you want. What are you, nuts? Stagflation, that occurs when you have both inflation rates and unemployment rates on the rise, unison with each other, together. We're getting there. When inflation rates start going up and the unemployment rates go up, then it gets worse, because what happened is the unemployment goes up, but the people are still working because inflation's going up and it's costing them more to live. They come back to their employer and say, I need more money. So the employer, he can't give more money, because a lot of these employers, they have to, they eat a lot of the inflation because the customers can't pay their prices. Boy, when you get into stagflation, it's over. And just remember, all stagflation is when we have our inflation rates. Watch the inflation rate going up. Now, they lie to you about the inflation rate. Say it's 1.8%. It's over 13%. It's not 1.8. So you watch the inflation rate and the unemployment rate. They lie about that too. But that's what and when you look at unemployment, you don't listen to the numbers that come out the first Friday of every month. Those are all lies. You go go check with the withholding tax, and that's where you get the real numbers, because everybody has to pay withholding tax. You know exactly what the unemployment is by checking the withholding tax. But look, the bottom line is, if you want to make money in this market, well, they're pushing this market higher and higher and higher by buying the debt of this nation and buying the debt of corporations, called monetizing it. Let's follow those best stocks. We know we're on weak ground. We know there's no gold standard. When there's no gold standard, we're not on solid footing. But as long as you know when to get out of your stocks, and as long as you know when to reverse your position, so when the market does go down, you're going to be fine. It's okay. You have to worry. It's people who don't know how to sell short. People don't know when to get out. They're the ones that are always in trouble. All right, I'll see you on the charts. Join my gang tonight, free for 10 days.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.